If you're thinking about moving to Surf City, North Carolina in 2026, there's one number that you actually need to know. And it's not the silly's estimate on Zillow. It's not the listing price. I'm talking about the real all-in monthly number that hits your bank account every 30 days. Because right now in 2026, there are essentially two surf cities. There is the island side and there is the mainland side. And while they share a zip code, their monthly price tags are completely different. So right now I'm breaking down the realistic 2026 budget for both locations using updated tax rates and insurance premiums so you don't get blindsided. Let's start with the purchase price because this gap has widened. As of early 2026, the average home value in Surf City sits around $616,000, but that is just an average. On the mainland, you're looking at a realistic entry point of roughly $450,000 to $550,000 for a nice, newer single-family home. On the island, for a comparable entry-level single-family home, not a condo, you're starting closer to $750,000 and quickly going over $1 million, depending on your ocean view. And for this comparison, I'm going to run two scenarios. The $500,000 home on mainland versus the $750,000 home on the island. Now let's talk taxes. Most online calculators are wrong because they don't combine the rates. You pay county tax here plus town tax. Surf City's town rate bumped up to 53 cents. Pender County is roughly 65.5 cents. That means your combined effective tax rate is roughly 1.19%. So for that mainland home, you're looking at about $5,950 a year. And that is roughly $495 a month. For that island home, you're looking at about $8,925 a year. And that is roughly, $743 a month. Is it cheaper than New York or New Jersey? Absolutely, no question. But it's not zero. Insurance. This is a section where you need to listen closely. This is the biggest differentiator in 2026. Insurance rates along the coast have gone up. On the mainland, you're technically coastal, but you're protected by the sound. For a standard homeowners policy, plus the wind and hail, a realistic budget is roughly $250 a month. On the island, it's a different ballgame. You're dealing with higher wind risks and flood insurance requirements. For a single-family home on the island, you need to budget between $5,000 and $8,000 per year for full coverage. That is roughly $415 to $660 per month. And remember, insurance money does not pay down your principal. It's just the cost of admission for that amazing view. Next is utilities. Utilities are the great equalizer. They're roughly the same whether you're on the island or not, though island homes tend to be older and less energy efficient. Between electric, water, sewer, trash, and internet, you need to plan on $350 to $450 per month for full-time living. Next, HOA fees. On the mainland, pretty much all newer communities have an HOA. Expect $100 to $175 per month for amenities like a pool or a clubhouse. On the island, if you buy that entry-level single-family home, there's often zero HOA. You're on your own. Now, let's bring it all home with the mortgage. And as of this recording in February 2026, for a borrower with great credit, you're using planning rate of 6.2%. For the mainland home at $500,000 with 20% down, your principal and interest is roughly $2,450. For the island home at $750,000 with 20% down, your principal and interest is roughly $3,675. So what does it really cost to live in Surf City in 2026? Let's start with the mainland. We're going to go mortgage, taxes, insurance, utilities, and HOA. You're looking at a total monthly payment of roughly $3,745 a month. On the island, we're going to do mortgage, taxes, higher insurance, utilities, and no HOA. You're looking at a total monthly payment of roughly $5,470. Now, that is a $1,700 per month difference just across the bridge. For some of you, being walkable to the ocean, it's worth every penny of that $1,700. And for others, you'd rather save that money, live 3 miles away on the mainland, and then drive to the beach in 5 minutes. So neither choice is wrong, but buying the wrong one, assuming it costs the same, that is the mistake that I help people like you avoid. Don't guess on these numbers. My name is Dennis Murphy. I moved here from Long Island, New York. So I know exactly what it's like to try and calculate this from over 600 miles away. If you want to run these numbers for your specific price point, Let's talk. Reach out to me directly. All my information's in the video description below. I'm always here to help you. Call me, text me, send me an email. You know, I made the same exact move as you're thinking about making right now. So I understand it's more than about finding a new house. It's about finding your new lifestyle. And I'm always here to help you. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.